Spotify's right. I'm on the artist side, and here's how we fix it. Okay, CEO of Spotify has come under fire for saying that music is basically worthless because it costs nothing to make. And for those of you who are real artists who are passionate about this, you will definitely argue with that. But here's the other side of it. Someone can get a free BandLab account, go on YouTube, download a beat, rap over it, upload it to DistroKid, and have it internationally distributed, all for under $100. This includes getting it e-mastered with Lander, getting cover art done on Fiverr, and possibly even spending $20 to lease the beat. Very different from the way that it used to be. Because of this ridiculously low barrier to entry, you have a lot of low quality music in the marketplace, a lot of low quality content, period. Everyone who does music isn't an artist. Some people are just playing the attention lottery, hoping that something will catch, they go viral and make some money. They're not trying to be the greatest singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, any of that. So this is a supply and demand problem. There is a surplus of content. Spotify did not decree that music is worthless. Consumers did. People spend money on music because it was held for ransom. It was attached to physical media, which you had to pay for to have. If you get in somebody's car and you leave with their CD, that's stealing. If you go into Best Buy and you leave with a CD you didn't pay for, that's stealing. If someone has a song and they send you a copy of the same song, they still have the copy of the song, and now you have a copy, that gets gray. Once people could have access to the music without having to pay for it, that's what everybody was doing. It went from Napster to BearShare to LimeWire to Audio Galaxy to torrent files. People had already been complaining about the quality of music going down. It was like you would pay $20 for a CD and it'd have 2 or 3 good songs. One of them was the single. The industry got greedy. Now, at this point, people have an option to get the music and listen to it for free. That's what they chose to do. So Spotify didn't kill the music industry. It gave it CPR and it put it on life support. Spotify isn't a music company. It never has been. It's a tech company. The problem that Spotify solved was ease of use. While sharing MP3 files was easy, there was a certain barrier to entry of ripping them, uploading them, serving them. If you had torrents, there was a lot of malware, viruses spread. And for someone who wasn't probably that technically inclined and just wanted to listen to some music, that was a headache to deal with. And you have to run the risk of infecting your computer with some unknown files. So the people have already spoken. They want music for free, but they are willing to pay $10 for ease of use to mitigate the risk of downloading viruses, to be able to quickly find the records and the songs that they want to listen to and to hear them instantly and not have to worry about downloading and having all of these things taking up hard drive space. Spotify is a technology company, not a music industry company. I think this is the main difference between the artists and the labels. The labels understood this and got in bed with Spotify, got in bed on the technology side because they had the content that people wanted. The music industry has turned into a B2B business. It's about catalog. Why do you think so many people are selling catalog? It's about controlling market share. The consumer of music today, who has to spend money on it because of licensing rights and all of that stuff, are companies. Whether it's for sync placements, whether it's for licensing, for broadcast, for all these different things, the people who still see value in the intellectual property of music are large companies and organizations, not individual consumers. That's why if Spotify started charging $15 or $20 a month instead of $10, everyone would leave and go to Apple Music or Tidal or someone else who was still charging $9.99. Because at the end of the day, it's a price paid for convenience, not the music. And most consumers don't care about how well the artists are eating. I believe the view of creatives when they look at Spotify is completely wrong, because they look at it as this music industry company that's eating off of their work, when in fact they're eating off of the technological solution that they provide to the consumers who don't value your music. And I believe most artists inherently understand this. This is why most artists don't try to sell their music direct to consumer. Why do so many artists spend money running ads, doing promotion, only to tell people to go to a platform that pays them 0.04 cent per stream, when you could just as easily ask them to buy your song or album directly from you. You have Cash App, you have PayPal, you have Venmo. It's this inherent understanding that most people don't put that much value on music and the fear of rejection that keeps most artists from eliciting support. So when you stop looking at Spotify as the boogeyman, Spotify creates an abstraction that allows artists to do shotgun promotion and feel like at some point in the future, quite possibly, they might get rich. Any artist can register a domain, put up their own server, put their own music up for streaming, and integrate some kind of payment gateway. The fact that you don't do that shows the value that Spotify provides to you by hosting your music. And I want to say a marketplace, establishing a marketplace, but not really. An exhibition for your music where people can hear it, see it, and possibly engage with you, not to spend money with you. They're spending money for convenience. But if your music is good enough and you have a good social presence and other things, then you can convert them into your brand. I tell all creatives, artists, you should look at Spotify as a social media platform, a terrible social media platform, but a social media platform with a far better payout than YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and all the others. You create content as an artist the same way people create videos for YouTube, create posts and reels for Instagram, or videos for TikTok. You create music for Spotify. You put it on there, you have a profile. People also engage. There's an algorithm that surfaces the content to them, and they try to keep people on platform as much as possible. They run ads against that or monetize them directly. They operate like every other social media platform, and they're not concerned with the cost of the production of the content that they're serving because it's user generated. But it's just like any other social media platform. If you look at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, there's a very small percentage of people who actually create on platform, and then there's the vast majority who consume. So, artists, I implore you, quit whining about how poorly Spotify pays. They're actually doing you a service if you look at the technical solution they provide, the go-between you and an established audience who is at the time looking for music. When people on Instagram, TikTok, on YouTube, vast majority of them are looking for video, looking to comment and stuff like that. I'm a big proponent of SoundCloud because SoundCloud at least still gives you access to your data. It works the same way as Spotify, but at least when you're uploading to SoundCloud, you have complete control of when your music is released, updating the metadata on the fly. If someone comments or engages with your music in a meaningful way, you can see it, you can inbox it, and it gives you an opportunity to create a more tightly coupled relationship with your fans and your supporters, which ultimately gives you more opportunities and more probability of monetizing that relationship. So those are my long-winded thoughts. I've been wanting to do a video talking about this for a long time. It really goes a lot deeper than this. I tried to skim the surface and cover a lot of space. If y'all want to go deeper into it, drop your comments. These are just my thoughts and ideas on it. I am open to being wrong. I am fine with people disagreeing. I love hearing other people's points of view. Drop your comments, your thoughts below. I'm out.